Welcome back to FF14 Let's Play. This should be, what, episode 7? We're going to continue on with the main storyline. And we're going to... I don't know if this one video is going to be as long as the other ones. We'll have to see. So, let's get into it. Hello and have mercy. Are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I am on duty. We're stretched thin as it is. And where in the hell is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have use for you, after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the wilds to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House Durandare, as is mine. Alright, we're gonna go search for the missing knight. If it wasn't for you, sir, I'd reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable, dragon-loving bastards. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I prayed the rumors were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within this region. Fare thee well, friend. So, the guys we just fought are considered heretics, and they worship dragons. Which we will learn about more here in a little bit. I must say, I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologers to entertain your request, however understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray, proceed to the observatorium. Introduce yourself to Admel. Oh, you're right there. The gentlemen come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludovoy be thinking? It is true that we maintain meticulous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Dravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologer Forlamore up above. Alright, we'll go talk to somebody else. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what is it you ask of this? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between southern nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Halone's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. I got the hiccups. Pardon the intrusion, Forlamore. I wish to speak with you regarding the recent... Oh, I did not realize you had a guest. Inquisitor Willame. I guess that's how you said it. You honor us with your presence, sir. The gentleman was just leaving. You must be the one who rescued House Durandare's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in Korthos 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Korthos. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst traveling. Do not give in to temptation and deviate from your course. I was not aware you aided House Durandare in that fashion. Thank you. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Wait, we're just looking for an airship. It's not like we want to even leave this building with the plans. Yeah, we need those gloves. You there, I could not help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologer. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favor in exchange. Shocker. Everybody else does the same thing. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone, despite the presence of Ixal in that vicinity. If you would seek out this astrologer and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort to me. Alright, let's go do this favor. We are going east. I'm not sure what quest that is. Oh, that might be Dazzle Darkhold Dungeon. That's not required for what we're doing, so. Hey, look at that. Oh, you must be part of the Grand Company hunt log. Yep. What a relief to see someone other than a goddamn birdman. I thought I could finish my work with Ixal were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I froze. Wait, who are you? You are not one of our knights. A man of House Durandare cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, sir. Wow. You're welcome. This is definitely one of those places I wish had a crystal. Yeah, maybe not that one. I would rather have it over there. Okay, we did your favor. Now, what else are we gonna have to do to look at these records? The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived. Arrogant fool is a good way to describe him. Muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever serves him right for underestimating the dangers our knights face every day. But you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Durandare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sight of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honor-bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the Observatorium's records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose is that you petition Lord Portelaine for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captain consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. Yeah, we definitely want to meet the other high houses. Yeah, don't worry about that. As long as we're not in battle, we can fall from whatever height we want to. And we'll end up with 1 HP, but if you're in battle, then you just die. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Dazzle Darkhold. You've caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slay 2 heretics and save a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other high houses. I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. Oh, great. It is only fitting that you aid us one final time, wouldn't you agree? I wouldn't say agree, but it doesn't sound like I have a choice. 3 for 3. Now, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a man of your skill but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west of here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portion of his shipment remains, I would have you to travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you find. Lest you intend to perform only a cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Hallenart, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. Man, I'm blanking on which high house is the one that actually endorses our entry into Ishgard. Okay, 3 for 3. We did 3 fetch quests. You introduce us to 3 houses. Have you good tidings to share, or better yet, stolen merchandise to show? Yep, stolen merchandise. God's bless you, friend. It's all here. Every last... Ah, but wait, that chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Clearly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me, a draconian rosary. In the possession of Lord Francel? Yet perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. House Hallenart is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Hallenhart. Yet other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Ashgardian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until this matter is resolved. Of course we have to wait now. The Rose and the Unicorn. Come closer, lad, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is a goodly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Hallenhart for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Locks and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Edelweiss, and he will know you for friend. Now go. So we're just turning our back on Durandare to aid another house now, huh? He's passive. He won't attack. Yes, you look as though you have something to say, do you? I see. Sir Carlot has not forgotten my mother's favorite flower. A pity it has not been seen in Korthos since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. So the dragons have a primal? Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the Draconian Rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, for if they harbor even the slightest doubt, this will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship, I see. It may require a prolonged effort to locate your quarry. I shall direct you to one in a better position to assist you. Lord Harchefont of House Fortemps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Harchefont of House Fortemps. Yep. House Fortemps is who petitions to get us into Ishgard. That's the name I was trying to remember. Unfortunately, it will be a while before we actually step foot in Ishgard. Ah, the unmistakable swagger of a well-traveled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself, but enough chatter. Pray tell me why you have come. If there is any justice in this world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is beyond inconceivable. Ah, yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you required assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Korthos before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Cartno, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitality of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fortemps. House Fortemps. As you have doubtless realized by now, the high houses of Ishgard, House Fortemps included, are either unable or unwilling to offer you formal assistance in your search. However, that does not mean that there are not influential individuals within each house who are sympathetic to your cause. I shall be sending missives to their various representatives in Ishgard, though I suspect it would be quicker and more efficient if you were to make inquiries of your own. Lady Nine of mine own house, Fortemps, who resides here in Camp Dragonhead, rather enjoys the company of travelers. There's also Cravelin of House Hallenhart, who can be found at Skyfire Locks, though any information you pry from the scribe may prove difficult to parse. Have you spoken with the chief astrologian of House Durandare yet? Really? Perhaps he will be more accommodating once I inform him that you are a friend of House Fortemps. Do not concern yourself with House Dasmal. I shall contact them myself. Seek the counsel of the three I mentioned and return to me when finished. And we've got to run all over the map. I guess it's just back down to the observatorium. For some reason I thought we were going over to White Brim. Why, hello, good sir. What's that? An airship, you say? I hate to disappoint you, but I know nothing of what you seek. Likely no one of House Fortemps does, for if they did, I would definitely know as well. The topic on everyone's lips these days is what will become of young Lord Francel. Some say the allegations are long overdue, given how many members of House Hallenhart have been found guilty of heresy in recent days. Oh, how many heretics did they find in the house? Who's next? I guess this is Hallenhart. There's the door. Alone grant me strength. There must be some way to... Oh, who are you? A friend of Lord Horsefant. I want to help you, I truly do, but these accusations of heresy have thrown House Hallenhart into chaos. Right now we must focus on combating these charges and preserving our reputation. Okay, so you won't help, and they want me to go talk to the astrologian again. Which... I don't remember if he helps after this or not. I might have to go back to Harsefont. Alright, Chief Astrologian, what do you have to say? Up one more. I gather you have been busy since last we spoke. Lord Hoshapharnt's missive, wow, can't speak. Missive was positively glowing, but if you think that his endorsement is cause for me to disregard Ishgardian policies, then you are sorely mistaken. We are at war, sir, and the enemy grows bolder by the day. Why, in the short time since Inquisitor Ghislaim arrived in Korthos, countless heretics have been discovered, even amongst the elite of Ishgardian society. If Lord Haurchefant wishes to waste his days chasing after a long-lost airship, then that is his choice, but if he expects others to share in his folly, then he is truly blind to the present state of affairs. Yeah, that's what I assumed. We're just gonna teleport. Only costs 100 gil, and it would be way faster. By your countenance, I take it you did not learn anything of use. Nor did I fear. It seems the whole of Karthos is consumed by this talk of heretics in the high houses. We can only hope that my sources in Ishgard proper provide more pertinent information. I had another personal request to make of you. It concerns Lord Francel, of whom much has been whispered in recent days. I've received a report that he and 3 knights were seen heading north towards the Steel Vigil. The outpost was long ago overrun by the Dravanian horde, so I am not certain what he intends to accomplish with such a small force. Whatever his motives, I fear for his safety. Pray journey to the Steel Vigil and see if Lord Francel's party requires assistance. Now are we going to... Oh, no. Steel Vigil, I thought that was... Oh, no. Stone Vigil is what I was thinking of. Who goes there? No, stay back. The fiend is still here. It's a big dragon. Alone be praised, you did it. But what of the others, the 3 knights who accompanied me? Where are they? I heard the beast cries from over yonder, then Lord Francel is safe. Bless you, sir, bless you. Alright, number 2. Curse those fiends, it is as though they knew we were coming. Number 3. Is what I think it's on the other side of this wall. Nope. Confound it all, how are we to redeem House Hallenhart if we cannot even slay a single Avis? We are fortunate you came along when you did. House Hallenhart will remember your kindness. Okay, so now I've done 4 favors. Or no, that was 3 favors for Druin Dare. It was a foolish thing to do, I know, but I had hoped we might demonstrate our devotion by slaying a number of the Scalekin. Moreover, it was House Hallenhart that yielded the Steel Vigil to the Horde many years ago. One might say that our defeat here heralded the slow decline of our house's once great name. We have been brought even lower by these despicable accusations of heresy, and despite my best efforts, I have done naught to improve the situation. The day of my trial approaches. Soon I must accept the judgment of the Inquisitors, whatever it may be, but even should my protesti- protestations fall on deaf ears, I will proclaim my innocence to my dying breath. Report to Harshfont. What you got, Harshfont? What did you find at the Steel Vigil? Ah, I see, a reckless plan, but at least it did not cost him and his knights their lives. I have news for you as well. A witness to the final flight of the Enterprise has been found. Alas, there is a complication. It has become common knowledge that you paid a visit to Lord Francel at Skyfire Locks not long ago. Upon learning of this, the witness became understandably reticent to make your acquaintance for fear of being seen in the company of a man who might later be declared a heretic. A not unreasonable fear, given the zeal with which Inquisitor Gilliam has conducted his investigations. In any case, if we wish to obtain his testimony, we must first clear Lord Francel's name and by association yours. As I see it, the key to proving Lord Francel's innocence is discrediting the evidence against him. I speak of the Draconian rosary found in the chest you yourself recovered. If you would please tell me of the incident in question. So it was found in a locked chest labeled as the property of Lord Francel. If the rosary was not his, then someone else with access must have planted it. Here is what you must do. Return to Skyfire Locks and speak with Rickman. He works closely with the porters who ferry goods across Korthos, so he may have some inkling of who could be responsible. Alright, back to the observatorium then. Oh no, we're going to Skyfire Locks. Hey, someone tampering with shipments? Fury strike me down if all them rosaries found in our people's possessions were planted. Hey now, don't you give me that look, lad. I'm a Hallenhart man through and through. This heresy is nonsense is bad for me and my family too. I ain't saying the porters what were bringing the shipment did it, though. I know most of them what worked the trade routes, and I've never had to cause to question their faith. But if it wasn't them neither, then your guess is as good as mine. After all, most every shipment is thoroughly inspected before. Hey, could it have been the fellows what were responsible for the inspections? Ishgardian knights and inquisitors, the lot of them? As if they'd ever turned their cloaks. Reckon that means the porters are your most likely suspects. Hate to think it, but maybe you should question him. There's a crew coming to Camp Dragonhead from Whiteburn Front this morning. You might consider having a word with them. Well, we will go talk with the porters then. Really? I guess running through your hitbox aggroed you. Hey, y'all are losing a lot of health. Beg your pardon, you suspect that we porters have been planting draconian rosaries in House Hallenhart shipments? What nerve. If you truly believe such nonsense, search our parcels and see what you find. Are we finished? If so, I would appreciate an apology. But that's impossible. Once the knight at Whitebrim Front concluded her inspection, I loaded the parcels into the wagon myself. And if I had been the culprit, I would have never allowed you to search my shipments. Say what you will to Lord Haurchefant, I will not be held accountable for this. I don't think it was the porters. Did something happen outside? I thought I heard shouting. But more importantly, what did Rickman have to say? More draconian rosaries, and every single parcel bound for Skyfire locks. That beggars belief. Even the Inquisitors must acknowledge that this is no more than a crass attempt to sully House Hallenhardt's reputation. Whoever is responsible has overplayed his hand. And praise alone that he did. Lord Francel's trial is upon us, and we must act now if we are to clear his name. In the eyes of gods and men. From the very first, I knew it could not be that so many members of House Hallenhardt were heretics. At last, we can give the lie to these poisonous allegations and put an end to this travesty. I will need to prepare a formal statement regarding these developments for the Holy See. In the meantime, I would have you bear my words to Inquisitor Briggy. Tell her that House Vertomp asks, nay demands, that Lord Francel's trial be postponed until a full investigation has been conducted. What is it, my child? Lord Haurchefant would have the Inquisitors do what? But that is not possible. Inquisitor Guillaume presides over Lord Francel's trial at Witchdrop even as we speak. Fear not, if Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. So the trial's going on right now. Come on, Haurchefant. They have taken Lord Francel to Witchdrop. This is madness. The Inquisitor does not have sufficient grounds to subject him to that manner of trial. I will not stand idly by and allow an innocent man to die. I would dispatch you and one of my knights to Witchdrop to forestall the proceedings until such time as I am able to join you and petition Inquisitor Guillaume in person. I will endeavor not to keep you waiting too long. Do whatever you must to keep Lord Francel alive. Alright, we'll go save him. Hail, Hulk, as you can see, Lord Francel yet lives. We must try to reason with the Inquisitor, but if his guards judge us a threat, we must also be prepared to defend ourselves. Yeah, we're ready. Josen Charlemagne Francel de Hallenhart, you stand accused of heresy against the Holy See of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers, these charges are false. The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Dravanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the Holy See. Condemn me, and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for Halone to judge you if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Halone's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their Draken forms and be put to the sword. In the name of House Fortemps, I beseech you, stay your hand. Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Horsefont. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Horsefont has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy See I cannot. To defy the will of an inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. We must hold them until Lord Horsefont arrives, and remember, no harm can come to the inquisitor. Wait, what? Why is there a dragon with y'all? Is that true? See, I think it is you, Inquisitor. It is not our intention to defy the will of the Archbishop. But this trial, like many others, I fear, has been orchestrated by the enemies of House Hallenhart. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man, what proof have you of this? By the Fury, a draconian rosary. The knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights? This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Horsefont. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, depending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Carthos. Pray locate your errant airship, and use it. Tell me to leave, huh? Lord Horsefont, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Hallenhart. Praise alone, it did not come to that, but it profits us little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. I didn't even, take any damage. I think we'll be alright. So Ishgard is fighting dragons. That is the war they are dealing with, while the rest of the city-states are dealing with the Garleans. You look well. May I say what a pleasure it was to fight alongside such a fearless and skillful warrior? Were it not for you, Lord Francel would surely have died defending the honor of his house, and I might well have perished at the hands of a heretic and his wyvern. House Fortemps and House Hallenhart shall never forget your service. Now let us return to the matter of your missing enterprise. That would be nice. The final flight of the Enterprise. The man with knowledge of the Enterprise awaits you outside. I pray his information proves useful to you. Where is he? Discomposed Cataloger. How quickly the commoners' opinions change. They say Lord Francel is innocent now, but just a few days prior. Anyway, you were inquiring as to the whereabouts of an airship last seen in Korthos several days before the calamity, yes? Well, it so happens that I was monitoring the night sky at the observatorium during that period. I recall that a small vessel came from the direction of Gerdania and landed near the Stone Vigil in the far northwest. The garrison almost certainly seized the vessel and brought it within their walls. If so, then you would need an army of knights to have any hope of securing it. Though Lord Harshaphon is, from all indications, quite fond of you, so mayhap he can lend you a few. In any case, I have done my part. I shall pray for your success, friend. Okay, so northwest. Oh, so you've at last located the Enterprise. I believe congratulations are in order. The Stone Vigil. Ah, perhaps I spoke too soon. The outpost has been held by the dragons for years, and all access is restricted by decree of House Durandar. I will write a letter to Lord Drulamont of Whitebrim Front and request that he grant you permission to enter. That said, I fear my influence alone will not suffice, so I suggest that you request Lord Francel to do the same. Now that your business in Camp Dragonhead is concluded, I suspect we may not meet again for some time. I wish you well in your journeys. May Halone guide you. Oh, Harshaphon, we will definitely meet again. Alright, Francel, we need a letter of introduction. And a petition to enter Stone Vigil so we can get Sid's airship. Oh, man, I went into the wrong house. It's this house up here. Oh, this guy. Wonderful to see you again. If there is anything I can do to repay you, name it. So the airship you seek is likely inside the Stone Vigil? It shames me to say that it too was once an outpost held by House Hallenhart. In the chaos that followed the calamity, the Dravanian horde caught us unawares. The fiends have held the outpost ever since. As we lack the strength of arms to retake the Stone Vigil, House Durandar instead has been charged with the duty. Given that I doubt that my words will carry much weight with Lord Drillmont, nevertheless I will write you your letter. Before you depart, a word of caution. The cravens who attempted to destroy House Hallenhart have yet to be unmasked. Though their plans were foiled, they doubtless still harbor great hatred toward us, and towards you now as well. Yeah, I can sense that. Alright, off to Whitebrim. player has flight. Oh, we're getting there. Still got a little ways to go before we can have flight. It will make trips like this a lot faster, though. That seems like a design flaw. If this place was ever to get attacked, they'd just come over the side. Wait, I'm in the wrong building. Oh, I had to talk to the front guard. You desire an audience with Lord Drillmaw, that do you? Ha! I desire a night in a warm bed with my wife, but wishing won't make it so. What do we have here? Letters from Lords Harsefont and Francel, is it? A likely— oh, you're serious. What to do, what to do. Let me in, idiot. Your timing could not have been worse, traveler. Lord Drillmaw's attentions are focused solely on the Stone Vigil at present. In any case, it is not my responsibility to escort visitors. Take your letters and show them to Sir Albois. Yes, Sir Albois can surely accommodate you. Seek her in the storeroom on the opposite side of the yard. If I'm right, she's down. Sir Brunandir bade you speak with me, did he? I know not why he presumed I would be in a better position to help, but I assure you that he is mistaken. Lord Drillmaw hasn't the time to spend speaking with low-ranking knights such as I. However, he always has a moment to spare for head Shrugan? Astidian. Why not visit the infirmary upstairs and show your letters to him? Okay. We'll go talk to the head healer, because that's the word they use for healer. Where are you? Are you upstairs? Yeah. Are you here to visit a patient? What's this? Letters of introduction from House Fortaunt and Hallenhart. With documents such as these, you needn't seek an escort. Pray proceed to the barracks and speak with Sir Gunnerno. He should know Lord Drillmaw's current whereabouts. So we talked to all those people and we didn't even need an escort. Now we're going up. What reason have you for barging into? Oh, I see. Well, you are in luck. Lord Drillmaw is just up these stairs. Letters or no's, though, I would not expect much. House Durandare as a whole does not hold adventurers in high regard. You had best state your intentions quickly and succinctly. Show proper respect and it shall be returned in kind. I'm just looking for an airship. Sir Gorno permitted your passage? Very well, speak. You wish to brave a ruined outpost filled with scalekin to secure an airship that may or may not be there? Are you the avatar of the Fury herself? Where have y'all been this entire time while I've been running around? We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, Lord Dromont. You know our name and you know our deeds. We are come to Korthos to slay Garuda, Lady of the Vortex. To that end, we seek the Enterprise, the airship of Master Sid Garland, who stands before you now. Master Garland, you're alive, but that's impossible. Indeed it is, my lord. Do not be deceived by their honeyed words. These foreigners are not to be trusted. At this critical moment in Ishgardian history, as House Durandare marshals its forces to retake the Stone Vigil, who should appear in Whitebrim front but three mysterious strangers? Sid Garland, missing and presumed dead since before the Calamity, and two Scions of the Seventh Dawn, a defunct band of misfits recently exterminated by the Empire. The lesser houses may have been duped by these grandiose lies, but I should hope that House Durandare would have greater sense. I know not why these three seek the Stone Vigil, but I know that we cannot permit them to pass. Thank you for your counsel, Inquisitor. For a moment I nearly believed this murmur's farce. You three will not enter the outpost until we have reclaimed it, and until you declare your true intentions as well. It could be moons before House Durandare purges the dragons from the Stone Vigil. We cannot afford to wait that long. Sid, Hulk, we must do whatever it takes to earn Lord Dromont's trust, understood? We already know that guy's a liar. I guess we're going to talk to the cook. You the lad responsible for that commotion upstairs? Aye, word travels fast in Whitebrim front. I gather you still wish to change Lord Dromont's mind. If there's one thing I've learned about the man in my time here, it's that he listens to and respects the opinions of those under his command. Went over the barracks and he's sure to take notice. How, you ask? That's easy. Serve the poor souls decent fare for a change. The last few supply shipments contain no meat whatsoever. The knights are rightfully beginning to complain. I'm thinking we could spare them steaks using mud puppy tail meat. 'Twouldn't be a quality meal, 'tis true, but it'd be a damn sight better than nothing. If you have mind to lend a hand, why not await a lurking mud puppy in Danafin Pass and take this bottle of vinegar? Locals say it weakens mud puppies by clogging their mucus glands, drying their skin. Oh, this is a tutorial on using key items on enemies while in battle. It's actually very simple. I didn't even stop to help us after I hit his a couple times. Alright, we got the tail meat. It didn't work, did it? I thought it was an idiotic idea. Oh dear, remind me to never wander near mud puppy spawning grounds without a bottle of vinegar. Any road, this should only take a moment. I'll just need to do this, and voila. Never seen a man cook steaks that fast, have you? Take these 3, distribute them to the hungry knights here and up above. You there, lad. Don't think I didn't see you and the cook conspiring together. Let me make myself perfectly clear. If you wish to buy my trust with a steak, it would be my pleasure to oblige you. Yes, I feel invigorated, refreshed, as if I have the strength of 10 men and their wits besides. I should have no trouble concocting a new reason to refrain from my sentry duty. We ought to at least receive a hearty meal before we march off to die in this godforsaken waste. Here's a steak. Is that a fresh cooked steak? Halone's blessings be upon you, my friend. Mud puppy meat or no, it's the most delicious food I've had in a fortnight. Well, glad you liked it. Ever must we train to maintain our skill at arms, yet never are we to receive proper sustenance. Well, here you go. You are a godsend, my friend. Too few appreciate that House Durandare must do more than its fair share for the sake of Ishgard. It feels wonderful to see everyone in such high spirits. Amazing what good food can do for morale, eh? But I've forgotten about the hardworking shurgans at the infirmary. So rarely do they take their meals here in the hall. Mind taking the steak to Sonoda? She's doubtless so preoccupied with the health of her patients that she's neglected to attend to her own. I guess we can run over there. I just don't remember. She's down or up? She's up the stairs or down here? It's looking like up. Yep. There you are. Beg your pardon, sir, but I am busy attending to this man. I will be with you in a moment. I brought you a steak. Is that? Come to think of it, it has been quite a while since I last ate. I suppose it wouldn't hurt just to have a nibble. Oh my, this is fantastic. Thank you so much. I'll eat the rest right away. Sure, why not? Doesn't really matter. Might I have a word with you? It concerns the Shurigans. After speaking with them earlier, I learned that they lack sufficient alembics for their needs, you see. So I used some of their broken equipment to craft a more advanced alembic, both as a gesture of goodwill and as a means to help me recover my memories, since working with my hands kindles familiar feelings. All I require to complete the device are the cores of 3 ice sprites. Though commonly used to reduce the temperatures of alchemical mixtures, there is a way to alter their properties so that they draw the cold within rather than radiate it without. It must sound ridiculous to you, impossible even, yet somehow I know it will work. Well, amnesia is amnesia. Chocobo went away again. Actually, we should check our Chocobo level. Probably can give us another skill. Yep. Chocobo gets a dot. I think I need to actually put him in attacker stance. Okay, Sid. Let's see what you got. Here's the cores. Have you obtained the cores? If so, please show them to me. Yep, I got 3 of them. What an amazing device, but is it truly an alembic? I've never seen its like before. I too am unsure what to make of this machine. While certainly impressive, I have no idea how to make use of it. Nevertheless, if it is as effective as he claims, it will be a great boon to the infirmary. Think of the medicines we could create, the lives we could save. Even so, I wonder, where'th thee, the kindly stranger, bearer of gifts wondrous and strange, for his generosity comes at a cost. Their earnest efforts are but a means to an as yet unknown end. Moreover, you should be wary of associating with individuals who have interfered with the questioning of a suspected heretic. They did what? Bless you, Inquisitor, for coming along when you did. We almost succumbed to the temptation proffered by these unbelievers. Alright, this guy has to go. He's fucking with me. Why does that man detest us so? Is it all because we interrupted Lord Francel's trial? Whatever his reasons, he clearly means to oppose us at every turn. Wait, you weren't even there! You weren't at his trial! I was! Influencing Inquisitors. Before we can persuade Lord Dromont to help us, it seems we must convince Inquisitor Ghislaine that we are not his enemy. But just how might we go about doing that? We know little and less about the good Inquisitor, despite him being such a prominent figure in Korthos. Perhaps we should learn more by speaking with the people of Whiteburn Front. Share your findings with Alpha in the Square. I'm sure he can formulate a strategy from there. Inquisitor Ghislaine, yes, of course I know of him. Alas, I have not seen him since the day he came to Whiteburn Front several moons ago. My memory is somewhat muddled, but I recall that a blizzard nearly buried us in the snow that day, and I had the ill fortune of being assigned to the night's watch. While the stronghold slept, we walked the walls, patrolled the exterior, in darkness black as pitch. My route took me outside the eastern gate at one point, where I caught sight of a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city. Thinking it was a wayward traveler, I cried out and gave chase, but slipped and took a terrible fall. When I woke, it was days later in this very bed, where I have lain recuperating from my injuries ever since. I had tried to rescue him, but in the end, Inquisitor Gellum rescued me, carrying my unconscious body to the gates. I owe him my life, sir, and I hope to one day repay his kindness. Doesn't change the fact that he is blocking us right now. Inquisitor Ghislaine, I haven't the foggiest of whom you speak, unbeliever. Aye, we have learned of your deeds at Witchdrop. I will not be party to whatever dastardly schemes you've hatched against the Inquisitor. Away with you. Under Inquisitor Glame's watchful gaze, unprecedented numbers of heretics have been unmasked and brought to justice. They say he goes days without sleep, so great is his devotion. Blessed are we to have such a goodly, righteous man to protect us. Something's not right. Oh man, they're in the main tower. The Holy See has decreed that the Inquisitors are the arbiters of Halone's will. They are to be afforded every courtesy and the utmost respect. That's all you had to say? I assumed you would have more to say than that. Alphana, what do we do? Shiver? Yeah, look what you're wearing. In case you have yet to notice, my attire is ill-suited to this climate. Yeah, we noticed. I realized it soon after our arrival, but paid it no mind, as I had hoped we might find the Enterprise far faster. Instead, we've wasted far too much time meddling in local affairs. Never mind, our journey is almost at an end. All that remains is to deal with the irksome Inquisitor. Sid tells me you've been busy making inquiries, yes? It should come as no surprise that he is held in high regard. Even so, I am beginning to suspect he has other reasons for hindering us. Let us more closely review the testimonials you obtained. Mayhap they will provide insight into Inquisitor Gillam's motivations. Something troubles me about that wounded knight's account. He claims he fell chasing a figure in the darkness that he saw outside the eastern gate, but the main road leads to the southwestern gate. Since we've arrived in Whiteburn Front, I've seen no travelers arrive by the eastern gate. Moreover, he said he glimpsed a silhouette illuminated by the light of the city, which would imply that the Inquisitor came from the north of the eastern gate, not south. But it cannot be so. That way lies naught but a deep chasm. Assuming Sir Jalot is not misremembering, the Inquisitor's behavior that night makes absolutely no sense, at least to me. Mayhap retracing his steps will shed light on this mystery. Oh yeah, let's do that. Oh god. I went out the wrong way. I had to go out the other door. Yeah, this one. Plasmas. Well, I can see there's a dead dragon down here. Inquisitor corpse. let's see, this is the real Inquisitor. You found something, didn't you? Well, you don't keep me waiting in suspense. Let's see it. Given the contents of this silical, I believe you have just made the acquaintance of the real Inquisitor Ghislaine, newly come to Korthos and murdered on the day of his arrival. Yes, it would have been a simple thing to assume his identity, for even if he were to behave oddly, who would dare question the wisdom of a papal appointment? Still, while this is incontrovertible proof that the Inquisitor is an impostor, we have yet to discern his true identity, or why he has decided to oppose us. We must proceed quickly, before he learns that his deception has been discovered. I am gonna pop that, though. What are we missing? Still jewelry, really. That's what's holding us back. Since Lord Drillmont has already been turned against us, I fear that this encyclical alone will not serve to convince him of our claims. But what might persuade a man so quick to disregard the endorsements of two high houses? The cook did say that the Lord listens to and respects the opinions of his knights. If a certain knight were to provide testimony that supports our claim, yes, mayhap that is the only way left to us. Confront Sir Gelot with the evidence you discovered and see if it helps him to recall the truth of that night. As a man of faith, he may find it difficult to cope with such a horrifying revelation. Nevertheless, we must do everything within our power to secure the Enterprise. Oh, you have returned. Is there something else you wanted to ask? Yeah, about this. The Inquisitor is an impostor. Don't be preposterous. That could not possibly be true. He is a paragon of virtue, a dedicated servant of the Fury. You would have me believe that is all a lie? If you are so certain that your ludicrous story is true, then go and speak with Sir Prunia. She was at the eastern gate that night, and she helped the Inquisitor carry me here, but I will never speak against the man who saved my life. You, I do not believe I know you. Pray move along and trouble me no more. Are you in the habit of handing bloody documents to strangers? Why would you show me such a dreadful thing? I know not of it, not at all. You know, don't you? Fury take me, I prayed this day would come. When Sir Gelot gave chase, I followed close behind. He didn't fall. One of those Dravanian abominations lashed out at him, nearly killed him right then and there. I drew my sword and rushed to his side, straining to see the enemy, but what came from the dark was not a beast, but a voice. He knew things about me, about my family, secrets I had never told another. He said that if I kept his confidence, Sir Gelot and I would be spared, but if I defied him, everyone I loved would suffer imaginable horrors before they died. When at last I agreed to his terms, the man came forward. His robes marked him as an inquisitor, but I knew him to be false. Together we carried Sir Gelot to the infirmary, and on his first night in Whitebrim front, Inquisitor Ghislaine was heralded as a hero. Soon after came the accusations. Countless men and women of good moral standing seized while in possession of draconian rosaries. As I feared he was condemning the innocent to death, I wanted to confess to Lord Dromont what had to put an end to the madness, but then I would remember the Inquisitor's threats, and so I did nothing, until Lord Francel was accused. Some time ago I followed the Inquisitor and found that he kept draconian rosaries in a chest hidden southeast of Whiterun Front. So I took several from his chest and planted them in shipments bound for Skyfire Locks, as I hoped they were discovered and considered evidence of a conspiracy against House Hollenhart, thus exonerating Lord Francel and casting doubt on the other recent trials. And that is the entire truth, I swear. Alone forgive me for not acting sooner. Okay. We are now going to have to find these. Alright, Drummond. We have enough evidence to say that your Inquisitor is not the real Inquisitor. You know, I don't understand why we don't talk to Alphinaud first here, but whatever. Why do you persist in this folly? I will not grant you the 3 access to the Stone Vigil. Do not make me repeat myself. There had better be a very good explanation for why you were carrying these rosaries, and where did you find this papal encycle? Fury take me, the Inquisitor is a heretic. Never before have I heard such an unbelievable tale, but this evidence in your testimony could have no other explanation. I have misjudged you and your friends, and for that I deeply apologize. I will permit you to enter the outpost, but first I must needs beg your assistance. Help me and my knights bring this infernal impostor to justice. Everybody wants a favor. A heretic among us. That thrice-damned heretic has murdered countless innocents and made a mockery of our laws. Hells take him and his Dravanian allies. I am told he makes for Snowcloak even now, intending to pass judgment upon yet another poor soul whom he has branded heretic. If we hurry, there may still be time to prevent further tragedy. Lend me your strength. Together let us put an end to this impostor's heresy once and for all. Snowcloak. Man, that is way over to the west. Dang, we gotta go all the way to Snowcloak. Okay. Well, be a nice little jaunt. There's a behemoth fate that spawns up there, but I haven't seen it in gods know how long. It's been a long time since I've seen that fate. Good to have you with us, sir. When Lord Dromont arrives, we are to confront the Inquisitor. If he refuses to go quietly, we will need to use force. Are you prepared for that eventuality? Oh yeah. You needn't tremble so, my child. The righteous shall enjoy everlasting peace in Halone's halls, only the wicked. But why? Why must I die? By all that is holy, I swear to you that I have never questioned the teachings of Halone. Inquisitor, release the maid and come with us. My lord Drillmont, what is the meaning of this interruption? You are aware that I am at present conducting an interrogation, are you not? Silence, villain. I name thee heretic, murderer of Inquisitor Gulaim and countless innocents. You are a traitor to Ishgard, to your own kith and kin. Your sins are beyond measure, beyond redemption. Ah, grave allegations indeed. But you will find your logic is flawed. How can I betray that which I owe no allegiance? No, Lord Dramont, my conscience is quite clear, I can assure you. I wonder, can you say the same? You, whose hands are black with the blood of those whose only sin was to question your nation's crazed crusade. You speak to me of Ishgardian innocence. Ha, all are complicit in these crimes, for all live their lives by the Archbishop's lies. But I know you will not hear me, deafened by dogma as you are. If you desire retribution, Lord Vermont, then come, let us see how Ishgardian steel fares against Dravanian fang and claw. Well, he didn't even take any convincing. We just accused him. I don't know if I would have considered them part of the dragon. Where's the third one? Did it come all the way down? No, I guess not. There it goes. It must have been attacking from above. And I wish I could get closer. If it's an illusion, it's a good one. Because it looks like he turned himself into a dragon. Magics have no power over me, heretic. They don't scare me. Got him. My glamour's dispelled. I guess it was an illusion. Your plans lie in ruin, heretic. Choose your words wisely, for they will be your last. You may not recall the many Ishgardians I have sentenced, but the families of the dead will never forget. Blood has been repaid with blood, and for that I am content. My only regret is that you yet live. But your end is nigh, foreigner. The dragons within the stone vigil will rend you asunder, and when you are dead, Whitebrim front shall fall. I don't think so. Defiant to the last, leave the body for the crows. His ilk deserves not better. I must apologize for involving you in this sordid business. You should never have been asked to intervene in Ishgardian affairs of state. Rest assured, I have not forgotten the matter which first brought you into our midst. It is past time that you were reunited with your airship. But this is not the place to discuss such matters. Pray visit me at Whitebrim Front and bring your associates. switch over. Dang it. Alright, a couple more quests, and I think I might have to call this episode. It's getting really late. It's 3:45 a.m. Where have you been? The false inquisitor has been slain, has he? Yes, well, his was a tale always liked to end in bloodshed. Though you have overcome the latest in a long line of unfortunate impediments, I would ask you not to revel in your victory just yet. We can celebrate once we have secured the Enterprise. As I am sure you will agree, it is past time we entered the Stone Vigil. Pay Lord Dromont a visit and remind him of his obligation to us. Sid and I will follow anon. Yeah, let's go remind him that we are ready to enter Stone Vigil. And that's probably where I will leave it, is unlocking Stone Vigil, and then we will do Stone Vigil next time. We owe you all a great debt of gratitude. Had it not been for you, the heretic masquerading as Inquisitor Galam would still be among us, free to prey upon the innocent. I see now that I was a fool to dismiss your claims out of hand, but you must understand it seemed too much to hope that the scions of the Seventh Dawn still lived, to say nothing of Master Garland. Never have I been happier to be proven wrong. Well, it is gratifying to know that someone has derived a measure of enjoyment from your error. Now, if you have no further objections, we would appreciate it if you would permit us to enter the Stone Vigil and retrieve our airship. Yes, of course, it is the very least I can do, given all that you have done for us. But entering the outpost is the least of your concerns, I fear. You speak of the Dravanians that now hold the ruin. In part, yes, I should explain. Shortly after you first arrived, I had my men scour the old records. They confirmed that an abandoned airship had been seized by the soldiers garrisoned at the Stone Vigil in the days following the calamity. As far as we have been able to ascertain, it was still in their custody when the outpost was overrun by dragons. Whether it was damaged or destroyed during the battle, I cannot say, nor can I give you any assurances that it has not been removed in the intervening years. For far too long, the ruin has served as a Dravanian foothold in Karthos, from which they have struck out at us with depressing regularity. Though we have pushed them back behind the walls, we have as yet been able to drive them out, and I cannot say when the situation will change, or how it will change. Forgive me, Lord Dromont, but there is no guarantee that you will prevail. In any event, we have not the time to wait. We will secure our property without Ishgardian aid. I see. Well, that may be for the best. I will inform Sir Nathalane of your impending visit. May Halone guide you, scions. Alright, is that the... did we open it? Yep. I think that is the quest to open it. Nathalane. Hail, Hulk. Lord Dromont has apprised me of the situation. You may enter the Stone Vigil whensoever you will. Alright, perfect. It's open. That means next time we will do Stone Vigil. Yeah, I apologize for the video being a little bit shorter than the other ones, but it's getting late. I'm getting tired. So, alright, we will see you next time.